shit too. You always the one ever since my hair was me and my brothers be ballin' like all three. I can never leave my brother Mario Luke. I can tell the weather, but I can feel it in the air, rain coming soon. Oh, they talking hot, cool, and more vibe. Make a shot on the block, no shampoo to the metal.
Now, this shot right here is wide open. So, he goes back, he gives him a little bit way too much space. He gets his feet, step back, wide open, good shot. Y'all may sit there and say, oh, he put a hand up. No, the problem is this that y'all gotta start paying attention to. If he has enough space to get the shot off, I don't care. Unless this guy puts a hand on it, it's wide open. So you seeing that doesn't mean the shot's contested. The shot is wide open. Good shot. I wish I had a better angle on this, but I can't complain. So he runs a pick and roll. Jaren is in drop. He throws a lob. DeAndre has a bat. He sees DeAndre has a cutting to the rim wide open. The ball just hits the rim. Right read. Bad result. This is not 2016 no more. Those days that you can go under screens on Lonzo is long gone. Green bean. Okay, how does position happen? Okay, so Jalen Johnson. That's Jalen Johnson right here. Jalen Johnson attacks Darius Gafford. Lonzo has to stun and help. Because Lonzo stunts and help, this guy right here, I don't recognize him. He has to pick him on the corner. The wing, right, and the wing is going to be wide open. Jalen Johnson hits him right here. Hits the corner. Ball reverses to the wing. Lonzo closes out hard. But got him to change the shot. Good shot. It was wide open. Kick out. Outlet. Runs the court. Sees JaVale cutting, running the floor with him. Good leg. Good live. One of the things I want you to start paying attention to, like when you run this pick and roll, Darius Gafford sets the screen on Lonzo's man. He rolls. Daniel Gafford, excuse me. Lonzo out the corner of his eye sees that Red is tagging it. So if he were to throw this pass, unless the pass is right on the money, he has to worry about him coming in there and taking it, or he has to worry about the help side defender coming in and taking it. So instead of forcing this pass, he hits the top of the key. The biggest thing I want y'all to pay attention about 5v5s, defensive rotations and how they play is going to change depending on personnel. That's why it's important to know your personnel. If this was Zach LaVine right here, best believe he would not help off this. It would be the responsibility, the help will come down to whoever's ever in this corner right here. But because of DeAndre, you're okay with him shooting. Lonzo makes the right pass to DeAndre Jordan, who was wide open on this. DeAndre Jordan makes the right read, which is to hit Gafford because he's wide open underneath the rim, but happens. Lonzo composes himself, brings the ball up, they find their man. You don't pick up ball. Lonzo can shoot. He's been working on his jumper. You don't pick up ball early. Wide open. Green bean. Now, to explain this to you, how pros play, you have to prove it. So they have point. If you make this shot, you have to shoot a free throw to win the game. If DeAndre Jordan misses, they keep on playing. Ironically enough, he's probably the best person you want shooting. Because I don't know about you, DeAndre Jordan has never been a really good free throw shooter, to put it lightly. So, my money is he probably misses this free throw. Sure enough, I lost my money. Tell him to bring me my money. Lonzo brings the ball up. It's a double screen action. So, this guy right here has a difficult time navigating through screens. Now, he sets a double screen. He gets hung up on the first screen. JaVale sees that DeAndre Jordan is rolling hard, so he flares out to the wing. He has to pick up on Lonzo because he's beat. Lonzo got the wide open lob to DeAndre. This is a perfect example about getting hung up on screens. So, right here, got hung up on a screen. His man is in drop. This is wide open. Good shot. Now, my biggest thing, I will explain this to you about going on navigating through screens. When you go through screens, the first thing I want to sit there and say is, this is an testament on Lonzo Ball. He does a good job of letting JaVale get set because a lot of times people go way too early and this becoming an illegal screen. That's one. And two, he goes around this tight. You see how there's no space to get between Lonzo and JaVale? It's because he's hugging this tight. Now, how to counteract this? the ball handler got to be attached to Lonzo's body. When he feels the screen's coming, he has to get set up early. So meaning, when he sees the screen right here, he has to close his distance right here to be able to force him off this line. But he doesn't. Wide open, shoot around, green bean. Dude! Okay, this is good vision. So like right here. So Lonzo gets the ball on the back tap, right? And he throws it to the open spot on the court, which is like right here. And it's for a wide open three. He missed it, but that's a good shot. That's good action. So first, JaVale to the screen. He's been having difficulties navigating through screens all the time. Lonzo, because Jaren is in drop, JaVale, he's playing the role of Draymond. I forgot what it's called, right? So he takes the ball, he takes 2-pound dribbles, and he hits DeAndre right here. Now, what I think is supposed to happen, after he's beat, right beater got to sit there and get back to Lonzo. He's like, I understand that you're aggressive, you're about 6'3". You're not guarding JaVale McGee in a one-on-one, especially you're not guarding JaVale McGee. And the bigger problem is Jaren on Lonzo, which is not a matchup that you would want. He's supposed to pick up on Lonzo. DeAndre's supposed to pick up on JaVale, and he's supposed to pick up on not DeAndre. Red Shirt's supposed to pick up on JaVale, and Jaren's supposed to pick up on DeAndre. But he comes back to the ball. DeAndre cuts. JaVale throws a bounce pass around and good pass. JaVale, go finish DeAndre. I'm gonna give a briefing on this. One thing I actually like about watching a lot of these NBA runs, a lot of these guys don't be talking crazy to each other. They just be out here playing basketball. It's business. There's nothing more than basketball communication. Yo, screen left, screen right, shoes squeaking. It's in the end of the day, it's all about respect. Now, I can sit there and say there's a difference, and that's why I prefer about this space versus the street ball space, because the street ball space, you're gonna hit a lot of it. I don't know whether a lot of it is for views or it's not, but I don't know. But I'll be the first person to say this. You learn more from watching the NBA game because they're very strict and they're very meticulous about what they're doing versus the street ball game, which is a little bit different. I don't know. Okay, this is a perfect example of just getting lucky. So, Lonzo Ball forces his pass. There's two people right here. I don't know whether he didn't think he was gonna. He thought, I don't know why he made that pass. I'm not gonna act like maybe he thought he can get it over him, but even if he did, Jaren was right there, so I don't think he saw Jaren. He gets the ball back on the deflection. He spots Daniel Gafford's back into play. Dime, collect. One of the things that a coach told me was, you're never gonna be any more open than when you first catch the block. Lonzo cuts to the corner. The guy's giving him space. He sets his feet. He's giving him way too much space. He rises up and shoots this. Good shot. They're pros for a reason, bro. Now, even though this is a turnover, I want you to start paying attention to certain things. As a basketball player, you need to be able to pass with both hands. There's three things that you need to be able to do with both hands. You need to be able to finish around the rim with both hands, you need to be able to pass with both hands, and you need to be able to play defense with both hands. Ball. Right? Passing with both hands, you're going to start to realize as you're playing ball, there are some angles and passes in which it's going to be very difficult to make with your right hand. Such as if I'm going left and I need to make a pass to the corner, it's going to be a lot easier for me to make a hook pass to the corner with my left versus making that same pass with my right. So Lonzo Ball has the ability to pass with both hands, and like most other pros. So he makes his pass right here. The only issue was he just missed them. So certain subtleties I want you to start paying attention to. You see how when DeAndre walks down, Lonzo comes up. That's called natural. That's natural motion. Because he knows how to move it off the ball, and this is something that you learn from playing a lot of basketball, studying basketball. Lonzo gets the ball right here, and he gets an assist. Guys, is JaVale on the block, on the elbow. My terminology is messing up. JaVale gets the ball. There's a turnaround fadeaway. Good shot. It's so funny. Lonzo gets an assist just by sitting there, just moving. This is unfortunate. Red hits the ball out. The ball goes straight back to Don. He makes a great play on the ball. The ball goes straight back to Lonzo, and Jaren Jackson gets baptized. Shoot, that's unlucky. If I'm Jaren Jackson, I'd be so sick. Hey! But ironically enough, they're pros. You a shot blocker, you're gonna get banged on. It's like when you're bringing the ball up as your point guard, keep your head up. One of the things about Lonzo and which actually got him drafted, since he's been doing this since his Chino Hills, He always has his head up. He's always scanning the court to see what's his options. So he throws a full court outlet pass, throws it up here, and he gets a cheap foul. If this is an elite game, this is a foul right here. He gets 2 free throws and just keeps something simple, keeping his head up. Alright, so Lonzo's moving well. Alright, so what I want y'all to start paying attention to is like, look, Lonzo Ridges in the corner. He goes on a full sprint, right? And gets a pin down from DeAndre Jordan. He comes around it tight. He catches the ball. That's his feet. This is wide open. Green bean throws it. Ball gets deflected. Lonzo gets the ball, gets back to Lonzo. Darren overruns it. Daniel Gafford gets an easy dunk. Good. Remember what I said? It's late. This is too much space. He's closing it soft. Good shot. Now watch. Got it back. Gotcha. Daniel Gafford sets the screen right here. Now, Lonzo comes around tight. As I said it prior, what homie here needs to do, when he realizes he sees the screen, you either need to sit there. He either needs to sit there and either sit there and ice it or deny him from using the screen, or he needs to sit there and squeeze to Lonzo's body. Now, the second option may not work because Lonzo's a strong dude, and a lot of these pros are in the weight room. There's another option. The other option is sit there, take this hand, he sees the screen, take your outside hand and grab the screener's leg. But to make space for you. But however you are taught to sit there and get through the screen, the only thing you cannot do is just give up this. He's been hitting all game. That's a drop. That's a freebie. All right. So to wrap this up, he hits his free throw at the end. But to wrap this up, I'm gonna go over some brief things about this. So the first thing I've noticed about Lonzo, it's hard to gauge how he's looking defensively because he was not really attacking him defensively. So I don't know whether this game was to get his feet wet to see how he moves and how he plays. So with that being said, I don't know. Shooting wise, the jump shot looks pure. Now I would like to see him playing at a breakneck pace or playing at the pace that he normally plays. But a lot of it also is him being smarter and him picking his spots. It's going to be very difficult to gauge how Lonzo is playing until we see him in the Bulls. Third thing I wanted to go over, Lonzo was actually a wizard in doing a great job of navigating screens and navigating these actions. Now, even though they didn't end up winning this game, they ended up winning the last game, if you ever want to sit there and get a good assessment about how to be a good point guard, watch like Lonzo Ball, watch CP3, because what they're doing is masterful. Now, speaking of Lonzo's injury, I'm just listen, Lonzo, I'm glad you and your brother is healthy and is able to come back in the NBA season because I really enjoy watching y'all play. Now, granted, I'm mostly the same guy that said that the Lakers should take the Aaron Fox over you, and I still stand on that. But I feel that Lonzo is a great point guard talent. Now, how is he going to bounce back? I don't expect him to, coming off of having his cartilage replaced, I believe, to play all 82 games. It all depends on how he feels. That's one. And two, I don't know, like Kobe White during his time as the NBA, as you may or may not realize about the NBA, it ain't for long. A lot of players, you could have one bad season and somebody break out, and it's a problem. So the issue with Lonzo he's going to be dealing with when he comes back, Kobe White is going to be the one. It's going to be the primary ball handler. DeMar DeRozan ain't there. Zach LaVine is going to be running the 2, so they may have him running the 2 or the 3. So we don't really know how that's going to impact Lonzo. Overall, all I want to say is I want to sit there and I want to see a season where Lonzo Ball is fully healthy, and generally lead the Bulls to the playoffs. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. When he was healthy, they was the number 2 seed in the East. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he bounce back and how he plays from that. But with all that being said, thank y'all for tuning into the 2434 podcast. Like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the drill. We turn down.